There we go. Now it is. Okay, there we go. Let's get this going. Anyway, back at it. Happy Wednesday. I mean, happy day, guys. Happy chill build stream. This is just going to be a build stream. We're not going to be doing anything crazy. No giveaways. This is just an opportunity for you guys to just come, hang out, watch us build, watch me build. We're going to have some chatting. If hype train happens, great. If any of that stuff happens, great. But there's nothing. This is just for people who just want to watch a chill, super awesome PC build. Just be a part of something cool. For those of you who don't know, I'll give you the side camera right now. We are building in this custom painted, we just got finished custom painting this Cougar Conquer case. Cougar Conquer is usually yellow, orange, and kind of gray. This is just going to be kind of like a showcase, like a showcase build for Intel. We actually, the Valentine's build, I know some people are going to be heartbroken, but the Valentine's build, the Mini 011 Dynamic, we shipped off to Intel. They ended up picking that up from us, and so it's that one. And then we're going to build them this one as well, just so they have a couple, people who, couple nice PCs that they can show off and kind of have on set and stuff like that. Feels like this camera here in the center it's not centered yet. Let me fix this real quick. We did a lot of filming last night, and so it always gets a little wacky. There we go. We're gonna kind of put it off. Okay. So anyway, guys, that is the plan for today. There's, like I said, no other agenda. We're just gonna get right into the build, start talking about parts, start talking about all that sort of stuff. And again, this build, if you were not gonna do custom painting and had all the other benefits, it would probably be about 2K. It's only got a 3060 in it. It's going to run an Intel 10850, all that sort of stuff, but it should be. The sub goal is not broken. The sub goal just isn't there. There's no sub goal. There is literally just point of being here and just hanging out. So we're just doing a chill afternoon stream. I had to build the PC, and so I figured, hey, I'd stream it, and you guys could just be a part of it. And so we got our ice, we got our PC, and we got all that sort of stuff. It should be good. Yeah, so those that throw the mod teams into chaos. The sub, yeah, there's no goal. There's just nothing. It's just hang out with Roby today. That's right. Nothing else. It's just really you guys hanging out. If you guys want to support me, awesome. I love it. I appreciate all of those people like VTN who just subscribed for 5 months. But really, this is just to hang out and build stream. So you guys want to start talking about parts, and let's just chill and build. What do you think? Yeah, it's just build. That's all there is to it. Okay, so maybe this one will not have the connectors in it or anything like that, but I'm pretty stoked about the initial parts we've got here. At the beginning of this whole build, I'm just going to grab all of the parts for the motherboard. At the core, we're using the Intel i9 10850K. If you watched the stream from last night, just overall really great CPU. All in all, it's the little brother of the 10900K. It's just slightly less performant, but far less expensive, and probably like the ideally priced in terms of just overall. In terms of power. Great CPU, stoked to get to use this, and this is the build we're going to be. Obviously, this is an Intel build. This is for Intel, so we're going to be using one of their CPUs for that. For the motherboard, we're using Z590. Should they decide at any point in time to upgrade to Rocket Lake launch is just right around the corner. We're going to see. We're going to see if this one perhaps has the no screws. I've been burned so far by the Asus boards with the hope of having no screws in there. But hopefully this one has no screws. We can show off that pretty cool mechanism. We do have it on our Z590 Strix board that's sitting in the other room for all our bench testing. But it's a pretty cool little thing for the M.2s. And so I'm pretty stoked about this. All in all, this is going to be a white, blue, and black build for the most part. Really just kind of focusing on Intel's new colors and basically their overall new branding. Speaking of new, if you haven't been watching all of our videos, we're going to be using the Intel SSD. This is the 670p. It's a brand new NVMe SSD that came out last week from Intel. Very, very promising. Really kind of takes the cake when it comes to gaming and like overall just consumer level applications. It's nicely priced at $129.99, and these are available now. Very well reviewed NVMe SSDs. We're finishing up our full review. In fact, we have a video coming out next week on a buyer's guide if you want to pick up an NVMe SSD, because we just got finished like today. The 980 video, the Samsung 980 video just came out, and we're also showcased. We talked a little bit about this one as well. So excited to put this, obviously Intel parts. So we're going to be putting an Intel NVMe SSD in there, which should be awesome as well. So there is that. For RAM, we're going to be using this XPG. We wanted something that was just a little bit flary, but at the same time kind of fit with the overall theme. So we're using the XPG Spectrix D50. I really like the way this looks. We wanted something just, there's something about Corsair Vengeance and even G-Skill that is readily apparent when you basically use their RAM. So this has just a little bit of a unique signature. It's not going to be as easy for people to basically pick out. So we just wanted something a little bit different. I like XPG RAM. It's I think they're XPG, yeah, it's like ADATA and stuff like that. I think I might be mistaken on that. But all in all, really a big fan, and we're going to be using their RAM for the build. So that's the entire motherboard in a nutshell. And then let's go on to the other components that we're going to be using. So I want to give a huge shout out to NZXT, who helped me get some parts last minute just because I wanted to make sure the build looked clean. So for our AIO and for our PSU, and I don't know if maybe he might be watching, but if he is, we're going to be using the NZXT C850. I love this PSU. It's actually a Seasonic branded PSU. The thing that I really like about it though is that it's all black, so it's really clean looking in terms of how it looks aesthetically. There's a link in the description down below in terms of where to pick these up. And then for our AIO, just because we're going to be replacing all of the fans thank you very much. I appreciate that you like me in my white shirt. We're going to be placing all the fans with RGB fans, so we're going to be putting those on here as well. So we will have that blue, kind of blue, light blue look when we're all said and done. But we're going to be using the Z73, which is going to look great in this case. And then for the most part, you're going to get that bling from the LED screen. So appreciate NZXT for getting these to us really quickly. So we're going to be putting those parts in this build as well. There's that. And then finally, for cooling, it's like we used almost everybody. For cooling, for Corsair, just because I was actually going to use QL120 fans, but they didn't show up in time, so we're going to be using instead the old tried and true Corsair ML120s. The QL120s just haven't shown up yet, so we're going to be using these instead. It's an open air case. It's still going to get plenty of airflow, and then all in all, still the coloring is going to look really good. It's not like you can see the fans all that well because of the way that the case is hidden. So what we're really looking for is just the glow of the RGB to kind of accent parts and stuff like that. So there is our fans and our cooling, which should also look good. For our PSU, and from what I understand, this is just placeholder, but we have one anyway. We're just going to put in there for now. We've got an MSI RTX 3060. This is their Gaming X GPU. We're going to be partnering that with some white Asia Horse cables, but it's good to actually do a 3060 build. The 3060 came out not that long ago, replacement for the NVIDIA 1060. I think a lot of people have been kind of confused about what this card really is, and this is an honest-to-God replacement for one of the most popular cards on the market, which was the GTX 1060. And so it's not for somebody who have, 3060 Supers or stuff like that, which is really the 3070 or 3060 Ti. And so it was for those individuals to finally make the jump from 10 series up to an RTX 3000 series card. They have been pretty prevalent on the shuffle. I think this is the first one that I've seen in a while that hasn't had one on it. For today's shuffle was like a 6800 XT and like essentially a 3070 KO, which was cool. But yeah, great GPU. Is going to be perfectly good for 1080p gaming. Remember, this PC is a little bit different. It has a very different function than what we're typically used to. This is a showcase PC, so it's really about making parts that look good together. And keeping it at a certain budget, but for the most part, it's for show. It's a bling PC, like currently my N7 PC that's sitting back here. Even though it's gonna play some Mass Effect, so which should be good. So yeah, that's the whole plan for today. That's all the parts that we're gonna be putting in there. And then of course, like I said, for our case, we're using the Cougar Conquer. This is custom painted by us. To match more of Intel's theme. This is an open air case. If you know one of our most popular builds of all time, which was the McLaren PC that we did was built in this case. That PC was actually featured in Car and Driver and Road and Track and a bunch of other ones. So probably one of our most popular builds where we made like the soft tubing look like fuel lines and all that sort of stuff. So I have some experience in this case. Pretty fun, not fun to ship, I will tell you that, but all in all, should be a pretty solid build. The big thing for us is just going to be doing the best we can in terms of having like what we can potentially have the cleanest, the best looking cable management we can do in the back as we kind of work through it. You know what I did realize is I need to go downstairs real quick, guys, and I need to grab the component, all the spare components for this. So let me go grab that real quick. I'll be right back. Just listen to some live music and then we'll get more into building. So. Realize I don't have all the case accessories, Kevin. Yeah, like the screws and gonna be kind of useful. I'm hoping they're in here. Oh, this big old box. I'm looking inside the big box and there's some fans in here. There they are. Oh, we might need some of this, actually. Glad I looked in here. Okay, cool. Got it. That would have been helpful too, our PSU shrub. I'm gonna grab, got in here. In here for chance. Yeah, let me grab this just in case. Cool. Okay, got what we needed, gentlemen and ladies. We can get back to building. Ugh. Okay, so needed our accessories and all that sort of stuff. So we're gonna be able to build in the case later on. So I'm gonna make sure we have all that. Okay, let's get our PSU, let's get our motherboard out and let's start putting this thing together. I'm hoping that this has that fancy new tech. I haven't seen the Prime Z590. Now this used to be like the most popular in our AMD builds for like just white. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. Look at this. Woo, look at that. That is a pretty Mobo. Look at that right there. Oh yeah, that's nice and pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take a look and see if it has screws. It does not. Oh, I hope. Yes, I think we're gonna be able to show off the new tech, guys, which is pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. Okay. Wow, look at this This is a nice motherboard. Again, Prime has been a really popular enthusiast, basically a very popular enthusiast motherboard for basically white or Arctic builds. We just want a little bit of accent in this one, so that's the main reason we're using it here. Let's go and get our peels done though, real quick. Kind of get that undone. And then, oh yeah, some good peels there. Oh, look at this. Oh yeah. And then there's another one up here, which I think is talking about that tech that I wanted to show you guys before. I hope that it might be the top one, but the bottom one actually might be the one that actually may not have it. We'll look. There we go. Okay, so let's get our CPU installed. Keep moving forward. Keep making the dreams happen. How's everybody doing today? You guys, is this a nice little afternoon thing here? Just doing another screwless letdown. It actually might happen, It's-Bit. We'll see what happens when we get done with this. Good, I'm glad. Welcome to it's just fun to get to do stuff like this. It's obviously going to be lower, it's not in our normal time. There's only about 600 or 700 people here right now, so it's not like our usual time either, which is always an interesting situation. Okay, here's our CPU box. Okay, here we go. Nice. Oh, nice, Tom. You're gonna get a Z490, huh? Okay, here we go. We're gonna pop this up. Open this up like that. And there's our socket ready for it right there. And drop this in just like that. Okay, there it is. Nice, easy peasy. Boom. installed. Shouldn't have thrown that away like I did, but. Okay, cool. We got that all squared. Now let's install our RAM. So pretty. Let's grab our RAM here. Okay, here we go. There's that one. Dropping it out, dropping our RAM out like waffles. When is the Roby mining build coming? I don't know. Yeah, I like this board a lot. It's a very pretty board. You're welcome, Reginald. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, I like this. This RAM does look nice. It's just a nice, clean RAM. It should go overall be very aesthetically pleasing. Click! I know you guys need that. I know it's important for me to make sure I add the clicks. And again, matches a lot of the gray, you know what I mean, from the other parts of the build, which is cool. And it's got very distinguished lights on the. There we go. Okay, there's our RAM installed. Okay, let's see if we're gonna get let down by the lack of DRAMless. The DRAMless. Well, where's my tiny? Oh, there it is. See if we're gonna have screws in here or not. So we're gonna find out real quick. I think I see it on the top one. I'm gonna look on the bottom one though because we're gonna use the bottom one for this. We've seen situations where if you don't use a PCIe, unless you use Rocket Lake, the top one you have to disable it in the BIOS. So we're just going to be a little bit simpler. Yes, look, it's here. Here it is, guys. We actually have the tech. We got it. See? Is this right here? This is how you install it. We actually have it. Oh boy. There it is. You don't need no screws needed. You just flip this around. That's all it is to it. How cool! I don't know why it wasn't on the very expensive Z590 board, but we have it on this one. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Oh, we got a lot of Grandma Hates Tech super chatted. Got all sorts of super chatters. That's awesome. Thank you very much for all the super chats, guys. Appreciate it. Just a chill stream. Appreciate the support. What is it doing? It's just going crazy. Okay, that seems weird. I think something's wrong. Wow, Streamlabs is a little broken. What is that? What's going on with Streamlabs? I'm definitely not getting all those. Okay, I'm gonna see what I can do to turn that off, guys. What is going? It might just be me. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's on YouTube right now. Okay, maybe, hopefully it stops. No, I don't think it's from last night. I don't know where those are from. I'm seeing if Streamlabs is just being wacky. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm gonna see Streamlabs. I'm gonna turn Streamlabs off on YouTube. I'm just gonna turn a cloud. Yeah, here we go. Turn it off for a second, guys. Okay. I'm turning it, unplugged it. Okay, there we go. All you gotta do is check this out. Put it in just like this. There you go, just like that, put it down. And then, that's it, that's all there is to it. Right? No, that can't be right. It's so complicated, I don't know how it works. How does this hold it? I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of the instructions, huh? Supposed to just be a twisty. Doesn't seem to be doing what it's supposed to do here. Oh, I think I'm. Oh, no, that's not how it goes. I think it's supposed to. Am I supposed to? Right. I threw away the instructions. I thought it'd be pretty straightforward. I'm gonna look at the instructions. Hold on. It's so complicated, I don't know how to do it. Okay. Put that in. One. Okay, so yeah, that's what we did. It's just not doing it the way it's supposed to. Oh, there it goes. Okay, okay, I figured it out. I just didn't push far enough. So if you have this issue, there's actually a little slot in the middle, and then you just slide that over like that, and then it goes, and then it basically, that's how it works. Okay, so that's pretty neat. So it's just all it is, and then if you want to uninstall it, you just go like that. But yeah, put it in like that. Make sure it's all the way depressed, and then if it's all the way depressed, it'll just come down. But if you're not, like what I'm doing, oh, now it's not working. Okay, so we slap this in. It has to be straight. It's the one, oh, Garrett's, yeah. And then the other part too, guys, is you have to make sure it's absolutely straight. Like this has to be at a 90 degree, and then it works. Okay, cool. So yeah, there's a little bit of a lesson there, but once you kind of figure it out, it's pretty straightforward. It just may take you 2 hours to figure it out, like me. Oh, and don't forget to peel your thermal. Okay, so that's peeled. Hold on one sec. It's a little high. There you go. And now pop this in like so. Like so. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so there we go. Motherboard's all set up. Our M.2's installed. We've got Intel, and it goes from there. There's a thermal pad on the underneath of the heat spreader here, that keeps the M.2 cool. Not that these, like the 670p and like the 980, and a lot of those ones have a lot of thermal technology, so they don't get hot because they're really kind of made for laptops as well. But it's nice to have, especially if you had like PCIe Gen 4, it just keeps it cooler. So that's what it is. Okay, let me see. It feels like that super chat thing is done. I'm going to turn cloud back on and see if it still gets weird. I was appreciating all those super chats. That would have been rad. Okay, so we got all this. This is basically done minus one thing, and that is the AIO. Here we go. Yeah, it's just an early fun stream today. What's up, Tomcat? How are you? An early chill afternoon stream. No subs, no nothing. Just hanging out and building. We're building a build for Intel, is what we're doing. So Kevin, we asked about the stickers, and honestly, the stickers are made to be, so you don't actually have to do that, but if you want to, totally allowed. AIO, not a commission, guys. This is for Intel. I guess, yeah, that would be considered a commission. So good point. Good point. Yeah, early bird special today. That is true. Zoom out a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more. We're showing off that new tech. There we go. Okay, we're gonna grab this. The only thing we really need right now. I am on 2 different channels. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitch, and then I'm on Newegg's Twitch, and I'm on 2 Twitch channels. So I stream to multiple channels at the same time. I'm omnipresent. Here we go, just popping that in like that. There we go. Okay, cool. We're gonna grab our little Intel bits right here. On the thermal sticker, Bloom Cat, it just comes right off, so it's not a big deal. You can take it off. It doesn't rip anything off or anything like that. So, there we go. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our little posts. This is the Z590 Prime. This is one of the new Intel boards for their new Rocket Lake. But it also supports 10th gen, which is why we're using it. Well, welcome. It's good to see you, Skyfall. Thanks for hanging out. It's in like Flynn. I haven't said that in a way. Have I, COD? I need that shirt. Yeah, this was a gift during the Fan Fest for Xbox. So, not everybody has these. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. I don't know. I don't know if the team's drinking today. I don't think they were ready. I think it might be a little too early for their drinking. So, I don't know. Those guys are pretty hardcore. We have some pretty hardcore tech folks, for sure. So, they might be drinking for all I know. Okay, guys. The board is fully prepped. Board is fully prepped, so we can start tearing down our case. And getting this ready. So, here we go. Here's our custom. Just out of the way here. Get this stripped and kind of ready here. So this is not how this case comes. We custom painted this case. So it's usually orange and all that sort of stuff, but we custom, so Josh, who's one of our team members, actually custom painted this to match the Intel colors. That's what so it's actually, this is not how it usually looks. This basically gets built today, it gets its beauty shots, it gets filmed, and then it's off to it's basically packed up and then off to California tomorrow. This is Algebra Bruh. Yeah, I usually don't stream on Thursdays, and usually when I do stream, it's at 5:30 p.m. PT. This is just a chill afternoon stream. I was like, you know what? I got to build this PC. You know, we had to cancel one stream today, so why don't I just give our normal viewers and kind of our hardcore watchers, like, just give them a stream. There's no super chat. I mean, nothing crazy. Just really just kind of a chill build. Easy. Not easy. Easy isn't the right word. It's just meant to be pure. It's like a pure build stream. Not doing anything else like I do on my normal streams. And it's not to say that I don't like my normal streams. My normal streams are awesome. There's a lot to it, right? Like in a lot of streams. So it's like, I've had requests to, like, every once in a while just do these kind of cool, like, just for the fans, the hardcore fans, and that's what this is. Okay, so here's all of our case stuff. Okay, so there's our glass. And now, the thing is when you take the glass off, like this, the glass adds a lot of rigidity to this case, right? So this case becomes really wobbly. Now, it's not like it's a big deal because for us, we're gonna be, we just need to have access to everything. These are different. Okay, take this one off. I guess I don't really, actually, here, why don't I keep that one on so I can just bend it up. There we go. So that way we can get, all I want to do is just make sure I can get to it. I don't want to do more than that. You definitely don't want to, whoa. That was not what I was expecting. And that goes over this like this. Definitely going to be some work here to get this back together. Now this whole case comes, there we go. This whole case comes disassembled. So I just want to be careful of the paint. And then this front one also comes off, but I think it comes off via screws, if I'm not mistaken. You basically have to take the whole thing off. Yep, there they are. Okay, let's get the wow stick. Okay, we're just getting the case apart right now. Come on. Come on, baby. There you go. Oops. Okay, case is almost apart. I've literally dropped every single one of these screws. Am I going to be 4 for 4? Yep, looks that way. Oh, I didn't drop that one. Yay. There's our front panel. Yep, drop that one too. That's good. Yeah, I literally dropped every single one of those screws, guys. There was not a single screw that I did not drop in that whole deconstruction process. Okay. So now our case is down to kind of its bare set here. There's the whole case. Like, it's just much more minimalistic at this point in time. We just have like our, where we're going to install our motherboard and all that sort of stuff. So now it's just time to start getting things put into it. I think, I don't know if I want to take these off. I can. Makes it a little bit easier to, I don't think I'm going to leave them in. No. Yeah, I don't need these. Okay, I'm going to take these apart too. That one I'm going to keep on. That's the, oh no, that's the other way. I was trying not to, but here we can keep that one out. So the big thing, I just want to make sure I can lay it down really easily. So we got a little bit of some spray here that we did. Not a big, ooh, that's like, get that cleaned up. Cornstarch. One sec, guys, I'm going to get there's a little bit of cornstarch on the top. Going to our top-down view. Welcome to when we do custom builds, as we paint and do all sorts of stuff like that. Okay. Go. Okay, there we go. All cleaned up. Now we got to figure out, get our stuff in. It's like, you know, we almost have like a blank canvas here for all of our stuff. And this is now our motherboard is basically ready to go. Okay, there's our hard drive. Here's our standoffs. Fans. We have a bunch of like cable combs and all that sort of stuff, but this is what we need. There's all our motherboard stuff. grab our, in here I think. Put it in here. Might have put it in the screw box. Okay, we get it in the screw box here. I need my, I thought I saved it and put it in a certain place and I don't see it. All right. I don't think that's it. I'm just gonna see if this one works. Nope. Need a standoff thing and I have one. Question is where did it get put? Can't believe I lost it again. Even after I remember, everybody remembers me searching for this just the other day and I have one and now I put it somewhere and I was like, oh, I won't forget about it. And then I forgot about where I put it. Because not all cases come with these. Not in this drawer, is it? I'm looking for a very specific piece, guys. It's a standoff tightener. I don't know what happened to it. We have one. I got lots of PSU screws in here. Like finding things I don't need. Crud. What did I do with it? Oh wait, I have a. I think man, now I'm not gonna remember where it all was. Oh, here it is. Looking for right here. There it is. I found one. Okay. No, that's not one. Wait, yes, it is. Okay, cool. Let's see if this one works on this one. These standoffs might be a little thicker. Oh, okay, cool. Got one. Awesome. I did find it. Okay, cool. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna place our standoffs for our motherboard. These ones are the easy ones. This is like build an entire PC. Like, this is like a full DIY kit. They don't even give you the standoff locations here. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that's gonna go right. Okay, it's that one and that one, okay. That one. And this one. There. And there. So official Vartox, this is a build. The GPU is just a placeholder. They're putting a different GPU in it. It's just a placeholder for the sake of finishing the build. They're putting an Asus, I think a 3070 or 3080 in it. It's just a showcase PC, so it's not like it's just meant to look good. If that makes sense. So it's a little bit of a different kind of, got a different life to it ahead of it. There we go. I'm gonna put this down a little bit more. There we go. Yep. Okay, wow stick time. I'm not putting them all the way in, I'm just making sure they're tight enough to hold things in, so that way I can Make sure it's all lined up. Cool. Okay. One more screw right here. Okay, screws are all in. Now I'm gonna go ahead. So this is like the easiest part is basically done. I am gonna go ahead and figure out the mounting for the PSU. I forgot where it goes. We have mounts for it. I want to get placed because they don't go. Forgot where they went. That's how you put it in there, and then yeah, the power supply brackets go into the. Oh wait, did he not have the foot? I think the foot also has a part G. I don't think that's been put in yet either. Just trying to figure out where the. This is supposed to swing open. So you mount that to the PSU, and then E. That's right. Okay, cool. Yeah, so when we get there, we'll do that. So it goes right here in the front, and it gets mounted here. I have one more piece I need to go downstairs and grab for that. Okay, this is all good. Let us go ahead and get to the point where we're going to put in our AIO and get that stuff ready. Put this back so I don't lose it. Hopefully I remember where it is next time. Okay, AIO time. So this is all in. Move this out of the way. Put this off to the side, actually. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's get our AIO built. Okay, we'll need that stuff out. Okay, for this, I need to figure out where I can put this, because this, actually, I think we're gonna have to do this way. It's a little bit different what you guys are used to. It's just how the thing is mounted. Yep. So the fans are gonna be the back this way. Need to grab the fans real quick. Okay, let's get our fans on, get our fans out. ML120s. Cable management is going to be kind of important on this one. I usually do not, Iron J. I do not usually stream on Thursdays. This is just a chill, just for fun stream. Nothing, no precursor, no giveaways, just stream for the sake of streaming. and build a PC for Intel. I need a drink. Lewis 9000, I really like the Corsair QL120s. I just like the way that they look in general. Okay, that's how I want my fans. I'm gonna grab. God, this should be a little bit faster. Now we don't need all 6 of these. We only need 5 actually. There's those. Here we go. Okay, there's our fans in their place. Let's get them zip tied on, screwed in. There we go. What I'm going to do is just get the corners in for now, just to make sure they're lined up correctly, and then I will do the other parts. Oopsie. Oop. Wow, that just happened. Oh, luckily that's not annoying. Whoopsie. There we go, that's fine. And if your screw ever tries to go in and it's like it pushes, you don't want to force it, because then you're going to puncture the radiator. That's what you want to be super careful of, is that you don't force something in and puncture your puncture your radar or your radiator. There we go. Whoopsie, yeah, exactly. There we go. Okay, now we can just finish putting in the other parts here. Okay. There we go. Slowly the build comes together. Slowly, ever so slowly. Almost done with these screws, not the build. Just want to make sure I'm clear on that. We've only got 5 fans. This is going to be a little bit like not as bad in terms of cable management. The thing is that the cable management will be completely visible. There's definitely some work to do there. Not my most complicated Cougar Conquer build. My custom water-cooled McLaren one was pretty ridiculous. Okay, there we go. This just has a lot of pieces to it, which is unfortunate, because it like takes up almost the whole table just in and of itself, just for parts. It makes it a little bit less streamer friendly, I think in this case, but okay, let's get our so we're gonna go to our side view here. You guys will be able to see, actually we might be able to do it with, no, let's do side. I think side will actually work. I'll move the side over so you guys can see it a little bit better. Now what we want to do is just get our AIO installed. Actually, before I do that too much, let's do a little back to top down. And let's run a little of our, run some cable management real quick. So what I'm doing here is just making them easier to thread. And then keep it a little bit cleaner at the top. Now you can see everything because this is an open air case, so it's a little bit more important in this one. There we go. And there we go. Cool. Now we can go to our side view. And now what we're going to do is run this. Just like that. Probably not going to want to use washers. We're going to have to see how thick. This is like really thick in terms of the, I don't know if these screws are going to reach, but we'll try. Ooh, those do not reach. I gotta find some longer radiator screws. These are too small. Let's see what I can find here in my screw box. So these are not gonna be able to go too long. I guess, I wonder if the other thing to do is I could actually mount the fans up at the top and then through, which would mean you have a lot more length. I don't think they're gonna have longer rad throughs. Let me see if what Cougar gave me. They did not give me anything that's gonna make this. That's PSU. They didn't really give me anything that's gonna make this better. I think I might have to do rad radiator like on top, because they actually have a bracket here at the top for basically having this run through, so the radiator's on the top of it and not on the other thing. So cool, something a little bit different. Let's go to top down. Figure this out here. Awesome, thank you. Okay. Tipping ground, that's all. There we go. I think it's made to do this way because there's actually like the way the radiator kind of pops up at the top here. It's gonna be hard to freaking mount though. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, because these have quite a bit that they go into the. Okay, I'm gonna see if this is gonna work. Ugh. Go to my side view. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, so you guys know, is we're gonna put the, here I'll give it actually a wide, we're gonna put this on the top like this. We're gonna make sure the top fits. And it should. I think it's made to be like this, so. Not supposed to actually. Do this one. Okay, this is supposed to go, I'm gonna put this back on because I'm not actually supposed to have taken it off. It's supposed to swing up and I can do that without. Okay, I'm just gonna fix the, what I'm doing right now is fixing this so it's actually, I shouldn't have taken that all the way off, so I'm gonna put it back on real quick. Complicated build, but it's gonna be an awesome build when it's done. Okay, now what they wanted you to do is this. So you can just slide this up, does that make sense? Which is what I didn't do. I decided to take it all the way off, but we're gonna drop this through like this. Now we're just gonna make sure that, yep, that closes. Yep, okay, cool. Now, we have that in. We just need to mount the fans through this whole thing. So what we're going to do is what are we going to do? Okay. I'm going to cut these things that I just did and do it. Fan at a time. Yeah, like I said, if we can get 2 in, then after that it becomes a whole lot easier. So we're just gonna have to get 2 in. Which actually, like, because these go all the way through, not a big deal. I just wanna make sure it gets, is that not long enough either? Oh dude, this may not be long enough either. Oh, these might not be long. I might need longer. Hold on. Looks like I'm going to need longer, even radiator screws. Oh man, this is where a fun building. Not a big deal. I think I actually have longer radiator screws. Okay, but I need to grab my screw bin. And then once this is like probably the most complicated part of the whole thing. Okay, here we go. We have longer screws here. Yeah, that should be perfect. And a bunch of these, at least this length. Okay, this is what's fun about being a PC builder. Then you always have, like, you got to go find longer screws. There we go. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. 6. 7. See, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Should be, there's going to be a total of, what, 12? I don't know if I have that many. There's another one. There's another one. Maybe I do. There's another one. Might be lucky. Let's see, that's 4, 8. I need one more. One more in here. There it is. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. One more. There it is. There's 12. Okay, cool. We got 12. Woo, that was luck. But if I ever have this again, this is going to be problematic. Okay, here we go. Now, go to our side view. Yeah, hour for the build for sure. Yeah, I want this one in the corner. Let's get one. I'll try and do it sideways. This might be easier sideways. There's just no easy way to do this. That I can see. Outside of turning it upside down and mounting it and then putting it on. Okay, put this back. Luckily, there's like a catch, so we're gonna try and do this. Okay. There we go. Wait, why did that not go in? Crud. Is that not going in? Crud, are these too thick? Think about that. Oh no, they're too thick, guys. Now that I didn't expect. These are thicker. Whoa. My table's just randomly going up. I hit a button. Stop, okay. Okay. These are too thick to do this. These are as long though. So these actually might work. I think I found another set of screws that are just that much longer. I'm gonna see if this one will work. Because if that one will work with a washer, this washer is gonna have to work with this. Okay, let's see. Then I can find these. Another set of screws here. Okay, that did work. See how far that one would go in here. Okay, that is attached. Okay, so we actually do have another option here. See how many screws we have for this though, is the question. No, that is not. There's that one in here. I got that one in, but now I can't get this one in. Shoot. I wonder if this is like just that much too. That might be too overly tight on. This is not gonna. These are not gonna work either. It's a little bit, that little bit too small. Well, crud. The problem is that the metal is so thick, and I have no way to mount the radiator to the. I have no way to mount the radiator to the bracket, and I know that this is possible because I've done this before. And but like I need longer screws for the top, and the ones that they gave me are just too small. Like they're almost like the No, actually, I think it might. Hold on, let me see something. Try this a different way. Try this one more time. I might just not be able to use a. I might not be able to use a. I might not be able to use a washer. Let's see if these will fit without a washer. See if this works. Nope. That is not going to work. Okay, guys, we're going to have to potentially switch plans here. I'm going to look at one other thing. I have to look at one other thing. Give me a second. Let's see see if I have one more option. These are longer. So let me see, I have some other screws I might be able to use. I just realized. Let's see if these work. If they do, we're saved. They're significantly longer though. So I'm hoping, shoot. Okay. Okay, those look like they work. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our original plan and just steal these other screws from another AIO. Hopefully that other AIO, I can use the thinner ones. Okay, we found some other screws. So we're gonna go back to our original plan and do this all over again, but now the problem is I gotta go find the 9 screws that I was originally going to use and redo this all. That's fun. Okay, cool. Let's find 9 normal size. Oh, wait. Oh, these are the normal ones. I didn't get rid of them. These are the normal ones. Okay, cool. I was about to go search for screws that I already had. Great. These are the not normal ones. Okay. What I need now is all of these. 2,000 and 1,000. Yeah. No, the big one, the errands. Yeah, yep. Okay, now I have screws again. Hopefully these other ones work in that one. Okay, there we go. Now we got screws to mount. Let's take these other small screws that we had. Hopefully we'll be able to use these. I don't know, man. These screws are tiny. Adventures in building. Okay. Well, thank gosh for that. Okay, now we can keep going, I think. Sure, we will hit many more obstacles on the way, but at least we've solved that obstacle. Okay, here we go again, guys. For the third time. Trying to be creative, but we're just going to do it the other way. That's right, okay, cool. I'm going to bring the table up again. There's like table low, and then there's, wow. Okay, thanks for the support, guys. Appreciate it. I see the hype train has started. Well, maybe like, thank you very much for that. Definitely don't feel hype train worthy right now, but thank you. And I hit every potential issue with just getting this radiator on. Okay, here we go. It was supposed to be a much faster, just like chill kind of experience. It was not. Okay. Yeah, not the easiest case necessarily to build in, right? Like it's built for a simple one. The guy who's talking in the background is not here today. This is just a mid view stream, like a mid-week, like a random just chill stream where we solve this case together. The case of the Cougar Conquer. I love that AIO. It's a great AIO. Literally. The H150. Yeah, screwless radiator. Fortunately, those don't exist. Okay. Luckily, with the new way that we're going to mount this, I'm not looking at complication here. Okay. And we're here again. Right back to where we were, but with different screws. Which is always fun. You always need different screws, why not? There's a bunch of those that can go in here along with this. Hey, Laser, thank you very much, man. That's hot, that's huge. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Now, let's refix this. Sternum, appreciate it. Laser, appreciate it. Those guys are both huge, just regular supporters of the show. Okay, here we go. Take two. This time with the right size screws. I'll be happy when we mount the AIO. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we can put this table way down and actually try and mount this again. Let's try this one more time, because we have screws that actually work. Oh my gosh, Roby. Put the fans on backwards. I'm on fire right now. I really wanted to do this 50 times. I did put this on backwards, right? Yes. Yes, I did. Yeah. Yeah, drink up techies for sure. This is like 30, this is like an hour of me installing the bloomin' fans. It's gonna be cool when it's done, if we ever get there. It's like the Cougar, if you guys remember the Cougar Blazer case, it's just like that. It's like, it was just like, that build fought me hardcore. Like hardcore it fought me. Okay, there. Like no matter what I did, it was like fighting me to get it done. But it got done. I persevered. We're gonna do that here too. Mm-mm. There we go. Okay, now okay. Ooh, it's gonna happen. Oh, we actually hit level 5 hype train, guys. Awesome, thank you very much for that. Thank you, very, very, very much. Appreciate it, guys. We're gonna get this in. This AIO really doesn't want to get mounted. It's like, don't mount me, Roby. Don't mount me. It's gonna happen, dude. I'm gonna get mounted. Where's the other screw? Where's the other screw? Did I not have all 9 screws in? Oh my gosh. Really? Yeah, but did I, is there, am I missing a screw? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. I literally just, all I do is take the screws out. Okay, well, there's one right here. So I'm gonna use this one. Okay. Man, this build is fighting me, guys. It's fighting me. It's like, do not build me. Do not build me. Too bad, buddy. You're getting built. Okay. Now, okay, come on, let's get this one into the other corner. Okay. Okay. Now at least we have a mounted radiator. It was a lot of work. Geez, that was a lot of work. Whew. But it's in. No, I found longer screws. I was doing that to try and just use the longer screws, but not, it's just like basically the screws for this are just like, they have to be crazy long. And luckily I found some longer radiator mount screws. Whoa. Found some longer radiator mount screws. Okay, 2 more screws, and then all this will be mounted. We can move on to actually putting the AIO on. Oh, this is the second time this happened. Okay. Okay, last screw, and then we actually have a mounted top here. Okay. Ooh, that was a lot of work to get this to that point. Now it's time to mount this onto the motherboard. Get this out of the way and actually start clearing our area here to be able to do stuff. We don't need... Okay, grab a drink and let's move on. Move on. We got a radiator on. Woo! That was a lot of work. Okay, now time to mount our AIO. Which is next. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back all the way on. I don't have to keep this on here anymore. twist it over here. Are you ending? I'll do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and that one is fine. Okay, cool. We got them in. Okay. There's that. Let's go ahead and finish our mounting here and then go from there for our AIO. Oh. Now we need our cables. What do I do with the cables? Okay. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We got 3 fans at the top, which is great. I actually think these are right. These are fan splitters. And if they are, it might be fan extensions, but I'm hoping they're fan splitters. Oh, those are all fan extensions. I might be able to use, I may not need a fan hub because I only have 2 fans to stick at the front. Actually might be okay. We may not need to use the Commander Pro, which would be great. That's less for me to plug in, which is less I have to cable manage. You want as light of a build as possible. Really? Geez, guys, I just bent pins. This is like going so well. Which I don't even know how that's even possible on that case, on that AIO. How did that even happen? I didn't even know you could do that. I think those are evenly spaced now. Okay, fixed it. Okay. Woo. Oh, AIO for sure. Man, this AIO has fought me the entire way. This whole build has fought me so far. Okay, now we have that in. I'm trying to think of the best way to, I think maybe like this, or I can do, I don't think that I'm gonna have the room there. That would be ideal, but I think that's gonna push against, yeah, I'm not gonna have room. I'm gonna have to do this way. I'm gonna have to do that way because there's not enough room on the right-hand side. The RAM's super thick and this case just doesn't have a lot of room. So we're gonna have to do something like this. Could try. I really kind of want to get it like that, but I think it's gonna push a lot of pressure. Actually, that might be okay. Yeah, let's give it a go. Like low profile RAM is what you need for this. I could do this way, but I think I like that way that looks. I think we're gonna have to do it this way. That wasn't ideal. I'm gonna have to do it this way, sorry. It's not my favorite looking way of doing this, but I don't see another way to make sure that it all fits. Yeah, it looks, I don't like the way that looks. There's just not a ton of room on the side. Like, I mean, ideally you'd put it just like this. I need like thinner RAM. I'm gonna check something real quick, guys. I think I might switch the RAM. I think we want something thinner. I'm gonna try something. I try something a little thinner to see if maybe I can get it to be on the side. This is Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro, white, 3600 megahertz. Let's see what. It's a thinner dim. There we go, nice click. What is this like? This doesn't even like. Yeah, that thing like clear, like look at that. Like it like straight up like goes over the first dim. Look at that. Like it like straight up goes over the first dim. Which is like ridiculous. Oh, jeez. No, there's just not, I just don't think there's anything I'm gonna be able to do. I'm gonna have to do that twisty. It's gonna look terrible. I could do, that's not gonna look good either. Yeah, that's gonna look terrible. I mean, I could just go down to 2 dims. I mean, that's an option. We could just do 32 gigs and skip a dim and like do the right thing and then just not even have it in there. But I think not having 4 dims would look terrible. And there's no way to get like the outside ring. It's just that much. It's just too far over. So I think the only option I have at this point in time is I can do top, which I think is going to look terrible, or I can do side, which covers a large portion of. I can do this, which covers a large portion of the prime. Which, I mean, there's this, but then you end up with a large portion of the prime covered. You know what I mean? I still think the white RAM is a better choice, though. I think we should go Vengeance. I think I'm gonna switch RAM. Okay, let's put this AIO in. Bane of my existence right now. Where's my things for it? There's one. Where are all the other? There they are. Where's all my other things for it? Okay. Oh, really? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, why is this? Okay, now that's in. What I'm gonna do right now before I put the RAM back on is run our cables. There's no space really. We're just gonna have to go it up the top. That's gonna go right there. Like that. I'm gonna run these all the way through here. Just like that. Okay, that's gonna have to be our collection point right there. Right here. The one up by the CPU cable, CPU fan cable, keep that one in. There you go. Another bunch of them underneath like that. There we go. Okay, there we go. So that's in. Got a single fan going up to the single kind of column of cables going to the top there. Let's get our RAM in. I'm gonna switch to the Corsair. There we go. Here we go, click, click. Oh, this is black, crud. Do I have white, and question is, do I have 4 sticks of white? Crud. I think I do. I think this is all white, right? Yeah, there we go. This is, okay, I found white. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's put all this stuff away, and then at least we're making forward progress. But I'm not a huge fan of this. Like, this is, I'm not happy with how that came out. Looks like there's still a peel here. Oh, there is. Looks like there's another peel on this. Yeah, this is what happens. Yeah, you end up, well, I mean, you're gonna get your money's worth, which is what you're getting, and you're watching me figure it out. These are like, this is the thing, is like when you use specialized cases, right? There's always like little things you got to figure out and tackle, and so that's what's kind of happening right now. Is you guys are watching me have to just figure it all out. Is it one? Like, did I think this would go this slow? No. I thought we'd be done about now, and we have an AIO mounted. It took forever. So, not really going the way I expected it to go, but okay, has to get built anyway. I'm not gonna complain. You guys seem to be enjoying yourself. Okay. Okay, now I have the right stuff. Lots of black RAM, and I could have like used, like, you could like switch to low profile, but it's kind of anti the point, right? Like, you definitely want like flashy RAM for a flashy build, you know? Okay, let's get this one open. Oh, this one's open. Okay, cool. Okay, now we're almost to the point where we think the next step from here is we're going to go ahead and hook up go ahead and throw in our front two fans, and then figure out we're going to use a Commander Pro or not. There we go. Okay, two in. Okay, that's in. RAM looks better, I think, with the white. Let's go ahead and move on to supportive. Well, it's actually not a whole lot better. It just supports Rocket League, which Z490 will too. It has some added functionality. Sometimes they're thicker PCBs. Okay, we've got that in now. Let's add our front two fans. Get that done, and then we can start hooking things up in the back and go from there. Ugh. We actually are making forward progress, guys. Though it feels like it's slow, which it is forward progress. So what we're going to do now, we need two fans for the front, just to even it out. And then from there, start figuring out if we're going to do the Commander Pro or what we're going to do there. Kind of the next step after that. Because we got to hook all these. Luckily, it's not 9 fans like the Lee & Lee case was, but still, 5 fans. Still a number of fans that need to get hooked up. Okay, let us, for the sake of this, it makes the most sense is just to, we want the most light. I mean, these fans don't serve a massive purpose, so. So we'll probably get them so they give the most light on the inside of the case. The SATA connections for this is pretty interesting. Okay, cool. I was like, wait. Okay, there's that one ready. Okay, so we would be starting our regular stream in 30 minutes, guys. Our regular, not that we regularly stream on Tuesday, but if you're a regular viewer, this is when you'd start tuning in. Okay, here we go. Get these in. Again, I'm maximizing for the maximization here is for visual. I just want maximum light coming from these, so I'm gonna basically be putting them in to maximize that. I need some fan. Woo. Yeah, and this will not be rainbow. I mean, like when I turn it on, it'll obviously be rainbow vomit, but the actual build will be blue and light blue. Luckily, these are like really long really long fan screws. Oops. Well, I'm gonna have to do them that way because I need the cables that way. Really? I was like, what? These are like not quite magnetic fans. I mean magnetic screws, so they don't quite stick as nice. They're like okay, there we go. There's one more, and then we're in good shape. And I know the Corsair logo is backwards, but again, if I want the fans to be, I want the lights to be a certain way. Really? Come on, can you just work? Music's done. Okay, one more thing for the fans. And really? Come on, baby. Get in there. I'm rocking it. It's like, I think this stream really wants to be like 10 hours long. I think it's like, hey, we haven't hung out enough. Let's make sure this stream is 10 hours long. What is up with this screw, man? Okay, that's what it wants. Guys, airflow is not good. The airflow is it's a giant open air case. There's gonna be more than enough airflow. And it's not, it's also, it's an aesthetic only build. This PC, I don't think you guys heard that, but this PC is not for use. It is for looks. That is the whole reason it exists. It'll never get used. Okay, so now we have all this stuff. I'm going to quickly, before we get to our front panels, I need to figure out what our lengths are gonna be like on this. We could run these up, maybe. Then you can see them. I think here might be best, so we'll try and. Ugh. That is front panels, which, okay, look like they're gonna be okay if they come up. Gotta figure that stuff out. Okay, let us do some little bit of cable management in here. Make sure the cables stay where they're supposed to stay here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now we can go ahead and run our front panels. We're going to go ahead and run all of our cabling and figure out how this stuff is going to kind of show up on the build. So, because we basically want to minimize the amount of crud. So what I'm going to do is actually what I'm going to go ahead and do is let's go ahead and run. I'm going to go ahead and put in. Do I need to? Can I do that yet? I'm trying to think if we put in, because we can run the. No, I think we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and run our cabling and figure out how to get it to look good. Okay. I'm going to do this from a side view, so that way I think it's just going to be a lot easier than a top view. Trying to figure out how to get this stuff to look nice. So this is going to have to come up this way. I'm going to have to, and then we have some cable stuff that we can do, kind of hide some of this. Like I was hoping maybe it could come up this way, but it looks like it can actually. Let's go to side view. Oh, you guys can see side view. Okay. We'll do power plus and minus here. Power minus. Power plus. Power switch. Reset is there, and then reset is right underneath this one. Okay, there we go. There's our front panel connectors. Okay, now USB 3 is up there. Okay. Here. there we go. USB 3 is hooked up. Okay, next up is HD audio, which I do not know. No, it'll reach. Okay, cool. I'm worried that was going to reach, but it reaches just fine. There's our HD audio. Okay, so all of our cables for front panels are now hooked up. Now we've got fans. I'm trying to figure out. I have 2 fans back here. I'm going to see if I can get them without having to use. Do I have 2 fan headers down here? I have 2 fan headers right here. Okay, cool. We can run these right here, and that'll take care of all of our fans. I'm just trying to make sure that we have our cable runs here. Okay, that's that. And then the other ones I hook up in the back. Okay, so we actually have, it's actually pretty good shape. There's actually not, these are in a nice, now we just want to get them hidden, which is fine. We'll pull that tight on the other side and try and hide as much of these cables as possible, because we don't have a lot of stuff showing, obviously, with the build. Okay, so let's turn this over and let's get our lighting node and all that hooked up. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so this is gonna I was gonna look for this. And this is our AIO. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're actually doing okay. Let's go to top down. And then let's work on our back here of this case. Ugh. Okay, so the plan here is to try and get as much hidden. We don't want anything, as little showing as possible. And then these, and we've got some channel cable stuff that Cougar gave us, but the good thing is that with this setup, we won't need the Commander Pro, which means all we'll need is a Lighting Node Pro, which is great. So these will handle all our fans. Separate our fans here real quick. Let me put this down more. Keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, here we go. So what we're working on right now is getting all of this stuff hidden in the back, right? Because we have some things. Some of this is going to have to happen as we go, but I'm going to kind of clump things together and get them kind of out of the way. Figure out where we're going to put a little bit of mounting. Okay, there we go. So there's all of our fans for this. So this is all the fans. Everything here is RGB. And what I'm going to do is I'll figure that out here in a minute. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we have 4 and 5 right here. Okay, so there's all our RGB and all of our fans are now hooked up. What I want to do is get this stuff kind of out of the way. I'm going to try and figure out the best place, kind of place it. I did like right here. All this, I could get all those cables out. Okay, so if I put it right here, it should be okay. Okay, there's that. We'll have our hub that goes with it too. Okay, so now what I'm doing right now is just start channeling and getting this stuff cleaned up and then done. So that way, then all we have to do is worry about our PSU and our extensions. Some of this stuff I'll try and get as much with gravity as I potentially can. Oh, it goes up here. That was spider's nest of something else. Remember, you can see this in the back, so what I'm going to do is try very hard, make it look as clean as possible. What I can do right now is at least get that part done, and I'll figure out the rest. Okay, so that takes care of that. I want one more right there, but we'll figure that out in a minute. And then what I'm going to do is pull these as straight as possible. The hope is to create like what almost looks like a braid effect with the cables that are going to sit right here. I want these to, I don't know, actually I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with these. I want these to come. Just for now. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of that. I think one of the things I'm going to have to do as much as I appreciate these awesome yellow stickers, they are pretty ugly. There we go. Oh, come on. There you go. Okay. Getting it's starting to look much cleaner just because there's no yellow there now. Okay, two more. Oh man. What happened to my... I forgot my restream stuff. That's why I was like, why is chat so quiet? It's not. I just haven't. Okay, one more bigger part here. There we go. Okay, cool. bring my chat back up so I can see you guys. There we go. Okay, now let's get these out of the way. So this is going to have to run. Grab. Again, trying to get, and then we have like one of these like little clump things that we'll have to figure out here in a minute. This is power, not worried about this, but this little bit here, it's gonna basically clump it and make it look as nice as I can. And the way you do that, I'm going to create like as even of a bend as you can. So if you want to, like, just a little trick I do is like right where the edge is, take one, like this is essentially a throwaway zip tie. This is going to help you make your bends to make it like a clean, because now those won't move. What I'm doing is I'm making my bend area. Just like that. Okay, cool. This is all about cable management right here, guys. Okay, so now I've got a bend area that I've got control of, and then all the cables, like they can't. Oh, what is this? Oh, that, I was like, what is this? Oh, it belongs, I was like, wait, you can have a lid. Okay. And then now, that, see how much cleaner that looks? And what you can do is take your middle one, and now you've got a really clean clump up at the top, see? Oh, you guys can't see that. See, here's what you got now. A really nice clean clump in the top. And then just for fun, for funsies, do one more of these things right here. Put that right there. I'm just gonna make sure it works. Yep, okay. Okay, so now I've got channels, I've got clean channels all the way through. It looks really good, nice and simple. Just do one more, a little bit more cleanup here in a second. See? And all this stuff is hooked up, which looks nice. And I'll worry about these here in a minute because I will clip these. But again, you just have really nice channels. It's all in the right place. This is ready to go to get plugged in. This is ready. I'll probably end up, I don't know. I'm figure out what to do with that here in a minute. We got one more little thing to hook up here. So, which is easy. This is going to run through the bottom here. Okay. You have a rogue cable. It's okay. It's actually, I mean, not a big deal. What I'm gonna do here is run that one. Yeah, that's through. This is for our lighting node. Trying to find a good, healthy place to put it. It looks good. I think right here is actually going to be okay. Like that? Yeah, that should look okay. Yeah, and somebody was saying don't kink the cables. Yes, and that's why you have like when I do my little tight rings, I have a tendency to do them towards the not towards the end of the cable. I do them towards the like closer, so that way you don't kink them. You definitely don't want to kink the cables. So. Yeah, just like that. There you go. That's ready. That's a power plug. And we just take this little thing. This plugs into one. I pretty much want 90 degrees for most of my cables, so that's the first thing I'm going to work on, is making sure that cables are at 90 degrees. They just look better. And you can like here, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to now, and don't be afraid, like, again, this is why you buy a lot of zip ties. Don't be afraid to undo zip ties to make something cable-wise work better. Always works to cable manage as you go. There you go. Okay, so now all of our stuff is hooked up, including the, we just got to figure out power, which is fine. These are all good. Fix this rogue cable. Fix this rogue cable, and then we're cooking with gas. Isn't that what I'm supposed to say? I forgot the one that I didn't say very often. Okay. Okay, there we go. Average cable fixed. Everything all clumped. Okay, this is the thing when you have open air cases like this, is that you got to make sure that all your cable management looks pristine. Okay, so there we go. So that'll look good in the back. Got all that stuff ready to go. Now let's hook up our GPU and our other kind of components, and then we're there. There might be some, like a little bit. This aberrant cable right here is our power for our, we got 3 power cables we got to worry about. We'll worry about that here in a minute. But on the other side, I think you're not going to see anything. We still have a big power cable that's going to come down. These are all hooked up right. All of our fans are in. Okay, let's flip this over. Whoa. Okay, now here's all our cabling. It looks really clean, looks good. Let us get, I'm gonna get a little bit, there's some cornstarch stuff on the bottom here too. One sec, a little bit more. Ooh, we're getting there. Finally. Get our GPU in. Save one of these for now. Okay, GPU and then PSU. And then stuff happens. Okay. GPU time, guys. Hope the back plate hasn't snapped off this one, right? Okay, let's do, don't need that. This we don't need. Okay, here we go. Nice, simple. There's our GPU. Looks good. Okay, now we can start. Let's grab our stuff to put it in. Here's our for fan, for PSU, for NF hard drive. There's the bits to actually screw in the doesn't seem to give me any PSU kit. Okay. See if it looks like I need to grip my screw kit again. Oh, actually, I'm gonna try. I bet you these work. That's probably what I need. We're gonna see if these are the right ones. Okay. Okay. That's all in now. Things look nice and tall. Oh, this is a little messy up here. Need one more. Control the chaos in the top here. There we go. That's better. Little small attention to details, guys. Okay. There's that. Now let's grab our cables, extensions, and then get that installed. Standard brackets, which is kind of neat. Okay, GPU cables. Need not that. There we go. There's what we need, what we don't. This will start to fill in the other side. Okay. Thank you again for all you guys tuning in. It's just a chill stream, just watching me build. I didn't know This isn't near. It's just like basically hang out, just pure building this time. Not as much about like teaching or subs, or it's just about hanging out and building. Nothing, no pretense, just enjoying the art of the job. Yeah, hanging out and drinking works too, Joker. It's not like you guys didn't support me. I mean, like, I said, you guys got me level 5 hype train, which is kind of funny. I think the other one's actually going to be able to... I didn't think this would take this long. That friggin' AIO, man. It took a long time. Yeah, I think a lot of people have said that. Thanks, heavens. Yeah, I mean, there's still like 700, there's still 800 people here. I mean, it's about half, a little bit less than half, right? Like that's like, again, that's always the thing, right? It's like there's audience growth, and then there's just the stuff for like you guys who just are just wanting to be here, enjoying builds. Like that's what you enjoy, and so sometimes you just got to do things for that reason. Okay, we got that one. Let's go ahead and put a couple on this. I'm gonna grab a couple extras because extra cable combs up here for this. Make sure it looks really nice. And don't worry, I'm not keeping it like that. People are like, wait, that's not, no, I know, it's not. Not a workstation build. No, it's just a show build. Just something different for the like in a case that's not normal, like should just kind of have for the folks at Intel. Just a custom build essentially, and it's custom painted. So we custom painted it to be more Intel themed, and then they're going to be replacing the GPU with an Asus one. I don't know which one, but which I think will probably make it snazz a little bit more, but at this point in time, I'm just trying to get the stuff in. There we go. And then last thing is these, which I think I'll actually want to go out the side here. Main reason being is that I want more on this side, less down below. So, oh yeah, of course people want giveaways, but then they stick around. Pyramid God, then they stick around. There's a lot of people who stick around. There's a lot of people who came initially for that, and then they stuck around, and now they're regular viewers. But I mean, giveaways is what attracts new people into the channel, so. Vega, I don't know. It's like, it's anyone that we can get, buddy. That's the truth. They actually have transparent ones. I chose black just to make the black pop more, but they do have transparent ones too. I had the same thought, right? But I build 3 PCs a week. I don't build a PC every day. No. Okay, let's see. See if that's enough. I'm gonna throw a bunch of 3s on here too. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. There's a lot less people because this is not, I don't typically stream on Thursdays. Thursdays are usually my day off. But we had a bit of a time crunch on this build. So I figured, hey, if I'm gonna build it, might as well show you guys. We'll get you on Vega. We don't know yet. I gotta look at when his build's actually being built. I have his and Psycho's build that I gotta get scheduled. Things haven't gone as quickly in the builds departments as I wanted because the 3080 shortage. We had a bunch of people who were waiting for 3080s, and we thought, you know, I've been getting them at a, not fast, I get them at a stream. Like I had a pretty constant stream of, you know, that I could get a 3080, and then nobody could get 3080s. Okay, we're gonna see what's gonna look best here for this. It's gonna be some working to figure this out. It's gonna look better just going like this. Might have to go like this, guys. Yeah, there's no real place to hide this, so I'm trying to figure out what the best look is for this. I feel like we're gonna have to like clamp these right there. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna have to put these like. Trying to figure out the look that's going to look the best. I was thinking this, but I don't think that's going to actually look that good. Actually, might actually end up being the best. And clip them right there. Okay, I'm going to try that. Okay, let me see how that looks from a distance. I'm gonna push that up like this. I think we're gonna have to cable tie that. A little bit dirty. Actually looks pretty good. There you go. That's the build. I mean, we still have to put the PSU in, but in terms of like what it looks like from the front. It actually looks pretty good. Again, it's like I think the white and the black actually pops a bit. So yeah, and that's okay. It's not, again, it's not that the case isn't going to be for everyone. And the other thing too is that it's still got some lighting and stuff that it's not lit up, which will help. The front of the case isn't on, which also helps. But again, yeah. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I actually like the way it's got symmetry to it. Yeah, and when you put the glass on, again, we're not done. Once we get the build done, we'll get all that. The build's not done yet, so all right, we still have some work to do. Not much. We do have some. So I gotta get the PSU in, which we're gonna work on now, and then and that'll fill up the front section there. So it'll actually look a little bit better, and then we'll go from there. I need to grab, there's a little piece I forgot downstairs. I'm gonna grab it real quick. Another little part to the PSU. And the good thing is the PSU is all black, so it should look good. Ugh. A little part. This, yeah. Okay. Okay, so now let's put this in, get the PSU in. It's just off to the side though. We'll get the PSU put together. There we go. Okay, C-Series PSU. This cute little purple bag. I love how well these are packed. Such nice packing in these. Woo! Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's a rougher one. Okay. Okay, let's get this installed. First thing we need to do is get the right cables. Okay, so we're trying to minimize as much as we can. That was the other thing I'm trying to do is make this not very minimal. We need one of those. We don't want a ton of cables, as what we definitely want to avoid. CPU is just given the case. Motherboard. I have 3. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I need 3 SATA, not Molex. Not making that mistake again. That's got 4. Okay. There we go. Okay, so for this, now we just gotta unscrew these. Kevin, nice Basden. They actually, I think they sold these on the marketplace for a little while. Because FanFest was virtual for a while or something like that. Okay. The case actually has the way it's set up has a very vortexy feel to it. Actually digging the look. Okay, now I need this one. One of these. And one of these. Okay. Now this mounts on here. Whoa, stop. Give me a oh, I got a brush here. That's fine. Get this mounted. Wow stick. There you are. Where's the wow stick? There it is. Okay. Okay, so now that's ready. Now this goes into the front. Always like the fun part to try and figure out how this, I forgot how this gets installed. Ugh. One. I can't even see that. Oh, that's supposed to go down there. Where's this thing? Apparently this is supposed to go here somewhere. All right, where does that go? Trying to figure out where this thing goes. Oh, like this. Oh, it goes in the front. Okay, okay. So this goes up here. Like here, okay. And then there. This is so I can put in the PSU, guys. Just putting the PSU stuff together here. So far, it's going really well. That's it, okay. Okay, there's that one. I just gotta install the back part. I'd really like this, I love the complication of building the case. It's like, the hole's not even that big, dude. There you go, okay. One more. Okay, there's that. Okay, so now I can put the PSU in. I don't know, what is this for? Oh, this is not for the PSU. Okay, so then this goes like this. On the power brackets there, okay. Okay, so all these run through the back. Yep, okay, cool. Well, now I know where the cables go. I'm going to create, you want to make sure that there's a nice big, there we go. Always the fun part. Okay, now we run these through here. This one's for that, okay. We have a little bit more cable management to do after this, but I think that goes right there.
Feels right when it's wrong. I've stayed here too long, but something brings me back to you. I swear we belong. I'm still hanging on, but something brings me back to you.
Does that go in? Nope. I think I'm supposed to go that way. I'm not supposed to go. I think I'm supposed to go the other way. I'm supposed to go this way, actually. There we go. Okay, now our PSU's in. Yay, PSU's in. Now we just gotta run all of our cables and split them up. So I'm gonna connect everything here and just get them done so I can figure out lengths. Figure the rest out once we're done. Because then there's just a little bit of figuring out getting cables to be in the right places. Then we'll put the glass on and turn this on. Getting closer. There you go. That's already in, okay, wow. Okay, this goes right here. Okay, and then lastly, just have these 4 cables to plug in. Okay, now all the power, everything is hooked up. Like it's actually like, if I wanted to just turn the PC on, I could. And now I just need to get figure out the routing for the cables. And then we're good. So the PC is essentially done. Okay, put this down one more time. Then we'll put the pieces back together. Now, right now is on this side, it's just about figuring out how we're going to route the cables. I still need them to fit. Okay, I think some of this is, we'll actually start getting routes right here. First route is right here. I'm gonna go to a side camera so you guys can see. What it started to do is channeling the, move the ice out of the way. You can put this away. There we go. We got to just channel these last little bits. Put the case back together and turn it on. That's what I'm working on now. We're going to use the bigger cables to help get these routed. And the main thing I'm doing here is just hiding. And you still want it to look good on the other side, right? Okay, now, oh shoot, that was not supposed to come out. Okay, this is, you could probably do, actually might want to channel, I want a good group there. Let's come through. Probably do this group right here. That one's solid. And that's nice and flat too. By having huge cable ties is always a good thing.
soul, I'll let you feel mine. Come on, let's let our mind and bodies intertwine. Come on over if you wanna have a good time. We won't play around when now's the time to cross the line. Show me what's inside that soul, I'll let you
That one a little higher there.
Come on, let's let our mind and bodies intertwine.
There we go. I wanted to show all this stuff, but it's just not going to be possible because of the cable. This is the one thing that's kind of hard about cable extensions, is that sometimes you just can't. You got to account for a bunch of extra cabling. What's happening here? There we go. That's up. Okay, now. Last part here is just to get, I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie that close to this, so it's just not in the way. Okay, let's get this stuff out of the way. Now I just need to figure out this. Might use a little channel thing for that, just to get it held. One of these will work. There we go. I think the glass should close. These are always like this. It's this part that's always the most brutal. I'm gonna have to tighten that down. Okay. Okay, there we go. Channeled, clean, so you can't see anything. Wish there was a little bit better I could do there, but there's not a whole lot I can do because I want to pop that out. Okay, let's try the glass. First I'm gonna do is put our support bar in the center back on. Okay. This one that was the back. Okay. Oh, it's actually fine. It's just, oh, that's not lining up here. Just that one is, I think the threads on that one are messed up. Said one was kind of weirded thread. Okay. And there we go. Okay, back is on. We're gonna put the front on because, well, we don't, actually we'll turn it on without the front just to show it. But here, I'll show you what the back looks like so you can see the cable management. The thing, whoa, this case doesn't really have, it loses a lot of rigidity when you don't have the, there you go, here's what it looks like from the back. Again, we're still accounting for a lot of, but yeah, so again, you just want it to look very, looks very organized. So it's like in terms of, yeah, it looks, it's, you know, it's organized, all that sort of stuff. Now we're gonna do, put the front back on. Last part of the whole thing. I want this on the inside, right? Inside or the outside? Inside, yeah, there it goes. We have, we're gonna have them here for you guys to buy here pretty soon. The desk mats. Okay, guys. Putting the last parts of this thing together. Come on. Okay. And the build is almost done. Okay. So again, build is, the case is leaning quite a bit because I'm gonna actually go ahead. I know it's not gonna be the best for the stream, but not having the glass on this case with all the parts in, not necessarily the best plan because it adds a lot of support to the case. So we're gonna go ahead and put the glass on and try and minimize the reflection as best we can. Especially these like lower feet that are like the biggest support. It's amazing how much straighter it stands up now. Okay, now the build is done. Okay, that was a lot of work, but it's done. Okay, so there it is, the full build. Here, I'll turn it around so you guys can see now. And then we're gonna turn it on. There it is. There is our build. So there it is. It's all stable. It is stable. It's like once you get the glass on, it actually ends up being pretty stable. Okay, so let's see. Now for the real test. Oh, let's turn it on. Okay, this goes here. There it goes there. Then we have to do that weird thing. Question is, which way does the PSU plug in? There it is. There it is. Okay, PSU's in. Okay, and there we go. Power. And it's on. And there you go. Now, understand that I know this is sideways right now. We'll get that fixed. But there it is, all lit. It is lit up. All the fans are spinning. Yeah, it looks really good. And it does post. We do have a post, guys. There you go, right there. See if it shows up. It can be slow there. Oops. Hide that donation stuff. There it is. So it is in and it's done. And the thing is like it's hard because like there is actually quite a bit of light. Quite a bit of light with the fans and stuff like that, but it's just hard to see it right now. And the GPU. But we'll get it all lit the right way and then go from there. The CPU is a 10850. So yeah, it's ready to go. Let's go and get an OS on it. Get a wide angle. Yeah, it was a bit of a, thanks man, I appreciate it. It was a bit of a build, right? Like a bit of a, took some time, but it's in now and we're in there and okay, so get that out of the way. Put this in the I'll leave that out for Kevin. So. Wow stick can get put away. Here, I'll give it to you guys so you guys can get a better kind of angle on it. There you go. There's the whole, there you go. So you get like a nice side view of it. Okay, everything here. I'm not gonna just do anything here. I'm just gonna hit F10. Ooh, oh gosh darn it, Roby. There's a really high. I've hit that more than I have ever, like on a stream today. It's locked now. Hey, nice, congratulations on scoring your card. I haven't even checked to see if I if I won the shuffle today. Okay, Windows is installing. Okay, next, install now. I don't have a product key. Windows 10 Pro, next. I accept, next. Custom, next. There it goes, installing Windows now. What do you guys think? I think it's weird because it's like there's actually quite a bit of RGB in here. I mean, a lot of it will come from here when it's showing a certain way, but it definitely is a very different looking PC than what you would typically see when you looked at a PC like this. So, which is, I think, what they wanted, right? So you wanted something that was like showcase, it's custom painted, nobody else is gonna have it. All that stuff is here, and you can't, you won't be able to, it's unique to this build, so. Well, that's okay, Smiley Base. You don't have to. You don't have to buy it. What's up, Bearded Texan? How are you, man? It depends on the new one. Yeah, I like the custom paint more than I think it definitely goes. And then the other thing too is you still get the fans like in the front as well, which also look really nice. It's like it's just got a good look to it. This is again kind of like the 011 where this one really looks really great with custom water cooling. One of our best build. Let me see if I can find it. I'll show you the build that we did in this that was in Car and Driver. Let's see if we can find it. Here it is. Here, check this one out. This was also in this one. So that was the other one that we did. And this was the McLaren. This was the McLaren Senna version of this case, and it was like all custom water cooled, and that one's like, yeah, that one was a lot of fun. So, and that was all done in this case as well, with custom water cooling and all that sort of stuff. So again, another build, different purpose, right? And then so there's I'll see if I can let me find a. This one was actually in Car and Driver. Yes, there you go. Yeah, that's the McLaren build. Yeah, it was a pretty cool. It was real car. Yeah, we wrapped it in carbon fiber, and yeah, it was like the blue was a little bit like the two-tone blue, and yeah, that was a lot of work. And we actually did that whole PC on the show, on one of our shows. So let me give you a better look of the. Here you go. Here's a better look at the internals. While we're waiting. It was a Radeon RX build, so it was actually an RX 5600. And then you can see all the black from we used really thick hoses, so it looked like it was. We made thick hoses, so it looked like it was. What's the word I'm looking for? So it looked like it was oil. It was really big. I don't remember because it was a while. It was like December of 2019. But yeah. It was pretty cool though. Yeah, that was a cool. And here is a great side view, a better side view of it. Yeah, there's with the glass on, which you didn't see before. So we had the McLaren logo on there, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, that was a fun build. We're just waiting for the Windows to finish installing. It's rebooting and doing all that stuff right now. I'm trying to see what other builds are on here. Yeah, you guys, I don't know if you've seen, I don't know if you've seen all of our, like we have so many builds. Here's the Kylo Ren build. Do people remember this one? See if I can find a good shot of it. 3/4, like the front view is like the best one. Yeah, this one was crazy. And the mask was custom made. I mean, it's hard because like the mask, like on that view, looks like all like attached, but like it all lit up and stuff like that. It was crazy. Here's a better view of the. Here, so you can see that whole mask like lit up and stuff like that. Yeah, do you guys, have you never seen the, I wonder if the is a trailer in here? Oh, that's too bad. I wish we had the trailer. Yeah, we did that one. That was custom water cooled. I mean, that one was just like so ridiculous when it was all lit up. We had a really cool trailer for that one too. See what else we had in here. Then we had this one. Here's another custom water cooled build for you. Try and find a good shot for it. There you go. That one was cool too. That one he actually gave away. Yeah, so those are all like, I mean, we've had like some really cool. Oh no, this one does not. Oh, no, it's gonna, oh, well, is there more than one? No. So yeah, that build was fun too. And I'm trying to think of like other, we have so many. I'm just going through these. All of these video, I mean, we just have so many builds. I think where's the December? Yeah, and then it's funny because we started doing, we started doing like, there's not a lot of, oh, that's a Razer one. There's not a, like, now all of our stuff is like in, now all of our stuff is in, up on our special share now. So, okay guys, we kind of hit a roadblock with Windows Install. It needs a network, so I don't think you guys want to basically wait for this stuff. So anyway guys, that was fun. Do we have somebody to raid? Let's see who we got to raid. There's 500 people here, so we might as well see if there's somebody who's worth hanging out and raiding. I really appreciate you guys hanging out today. Just being a part of our day and just having a super chill stream today. Let's see, we got Rem. Let's raid Rem. Guys, we're gonna raid my friend Rem AG. He's super awesome. Please stick around, do a follow. He's also a PC builder as well. He doesn't do that as much as I do, but he's playing Valheim. And I hope you guys had a great time. I hope you enjoyed the chill stream. And we are back tomorrow for some, more PC building plus some gameplay. So anyway, guys, have a great time and we'll see you later. Bye. Starting the raid now. How many people will go? Give him a couple, give him 300 or 400. There we go. Come on, let's go. Thanks, guys.